Yo, welcome back to another Cobra Kai Cobra straight from the Underground podcast, episode 9. And and your and yours truly, Cobra Kai Underground, will s- will start the podcast for tonight. Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, let's look at the chat and what the chat said. Yeah. What's up, guys? Um, what's up, Walking Dead fanatic? What's up? Legend, Legends is a cool name. Yeah. Yes, Legends is a cool name. I think Sam has to win. Yeah, me too, honestly. The Sakai Takai. Yeah, I personally think Silver could bribe the ref. Um, I don't think this tournament he will, honestly. Hello, Melissa.
Hey, Bonsai, how's it going?
Hey, Bonsai, what's up? Ugh.
How's how's it
Um,
going?
um, it's it's good. Um, was just starting off the podcast uh by myself for tonight. So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. Um, I'll be right back. I just have to go do something, but I'll be back in like a minute or two. Okay.
okay, no problem.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Um, so
So far, it's just us two
yeah,
right now.
well, yeah. For now, I yeah, I sent everyone else the link. So far,
Yeah, I
uh,
saw.
yeah, uh, Jake's said that he can't make it for tonight, and I told him it's all good. And and Joe said that he's going to run a little late because he he's at the movies watching Terrifier 3, so he's gonna be a little late.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I heard. I also heard he saw the Christopher Reeves documentary.
Yeah, I saw. I wonder how
That's
it
really
is though.
cool. Yeah, I'll bet you it's amazing because he was like he was like the original Superman. Superman. He was the OG.
Yeah, yeah, true. Um, and speaking of Superman and going off topic here for a bit, um, I only seen the first two Superman Christopher Reeves films. They were cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now you can't say that because we're watching Smallville. So
Oh yeah. Oh, and I noticed. Well, I've been noticing that Christopher Reeves and the original Lois Lane is in Smallville season
yeah,
4,
yeah,
while the
yep,
original Lois Lane, mm, she only makes a brief cameo in season 4.
yeah. Well, we've always had the original Lana Lang in Smallville.
Oh yeah.
The um what's her name? What's her name? What's who plays Martha Kent in Smallville? What's her name?
And Ronette,
Annette. Yeah.
Annette, yeah,
Yep. She was the original Lana Lang. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
Melissa, was the silver guy debating with you in Watch Party stream yesterday?
Well, he was trying to. He was trying to, but I just ignored him. Like he was just talking his usual talk. Like I didn't even acknowledge him. Like he went under there a different name and I knew it was him as soon as
Yeah,
he said something to me in the chat, I was like, "Okay, Silver."
yeah,
That's it. That's it. That was a lot. That was the only thing I said to him. He kept trying to get me to answer him back, but I didn't. I
yeah.
just completely ignored him.
Everyone knew it was him. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay.
Uh. So, what did you think of the new name for the Karate Kid?
I think it's real. I think it's suiting. You know, like Ralph's a legend, Jackie Chan's a legend. So
Yeah,
I think it really actually fits.
and
So
and yeah. Good.
yeah, yeah, no, I was gonna say I think it fits considering that they are in this movie. Obviously, their appearance is gonna be more than cameo.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel about this movie. I'm 50-50 on it. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance because Ralph and Jackie are in it, and I know that they
Right.
wouldn't like, that's one of the, things that I like about them, is that they would never do anything that they would never agree to anything that would dishonor their characters in any way. So,
Yeah, true.
um,
Oh,
but
and
what?
and I forgot to introduce you to in the podcast. My bad.
That's
Uh,
alright. That's
everyone,
cool. I think
in
everybody knows who
case,
I am, so
yeah, yeah. This is my co-host since day one from starting the podcast, Melissa. Let's go. Um, yeah.
bonsai. Um,
Um,
yeah, I mean, I just don't know about this film. I mean, like, Ralph can't even, like, pretend to be excited for fans. Like, he'll
for
talk
real.
about how excited he is, but going by the look on his face going by the look on his face, it's like it feels
Yeah.
more like he's doing this because he has to, not because he wants to.
Yeah. Uh, did you see the look on his face when the uh announcement was made when he was standing by
Yeah, it looks like
Jackie
looked like
Chan?
somebody was pulling it looked like somebody was pulling his teeth out.
Yeah, he looked a bit upset, but he
Yeah.
didn't show how he was feeling. He um he was just cool, calm, and collected.
Yep. Yeah.
And and honestly, I think the plot will change.
I hope to God it does. I hope I really hope I'm sorry, but I can't get invested in a film that has the kid teaching the adult karate and a pizza parlor guy.
Right.
I can't.
John said next
Yeah.
week that yeah, I
Yeah.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised that I think fans kind of jumped the gun a little bit when Hayden made that comment and watched Party's stream. Sometimes when it comes to the big 3, especially Hayden, you have to really read between the lines with him because e more often than not, he he means what he says, but he does but he says what he means, but he doesn't mean what he says. He, he says he says what he means, but he doesn't mean what he says. Meaning that, just because that he said that, the trailer was gonna be released um, around the time around a month before or about a month before the
Yeah.
scheduled release date. It didn't mean that he was, saying that it was gonna be released exactly a month before the release date. So that's where you have to, read between the lines. That's just where, you have to look, you can't take everything that he says, like, very literally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on mute for 1 second because I have to make a phone
Okay. Yeah, I think it's 31 days left until part 2 starts. Just about a month away. Literally. Damn, I can't wait to see part 2. Mm. Um, okay, well, um, do you guys have any questions and theories for, part 2 or
Alright, I'm
or
back.
anything in the Karate
Yeah,
Kid
anyone who
movies?
has any theories anyone
Yeah,
who has any theories, feel free to post them in the chat. Also too, like, on when we're talking about the Karate Kid Legends,
yeah.
like, I mean, like do you think Jackie Chan's, excited about this movie? Like, really excited? And, like, he's not just saying it like Ralph is, but do you think he's actually excited?
Uh, well, to me, he seemed excited about it when he
Yeah.
announced it.
I don't know, it's like, reading the plot, like, I can't see any like, just reading the plot, it's just the plot sounds so cheesy,
Yeah,
pun intended.
y yeah, yeah, I thought the plot I thought the plot
Yeah,
is garbage. Just saying.
yeah. I was like, "What were they thinking?" Like, reading this, like, what were they thinking? I get that some ideas sound good until you write them on paper, but even then, like,
I know.
just
Yeah,
thinking about that plot, like, seriously.
um, yeah, 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 I agree. I have no idea what the hell they were thinking, but, the casting is
Casting is
awesome.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
the
awesome.
casting is brilliant.
Oh, and, and and going and going a little off topic here. Um,
Yeah.
um, I already made the podcast to Smallville episode 5 yesterday.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're all set.
Awesome.
And I actually used a thumbnail from one of the scenes instead of the Smallville logo.
Oh, cool. That's really good. That's awesome. So what are your theories, underground for part two?
Oh my god. Um besides on what we heard and already know,
Yeah, like just like what are you hoping for in part two? Like with the characters, with each of the characters.
um uh for me, um I hope that Hawk goes to the same school as Dimitri, like they always planned to.
Yeah.
And as for Tori, um, I hope in part two that she goes back to Miyagi-Do and wins it
Oh,
with
we all do.
Sam. With Sam.
We all do. We all do. I want that too. I don't know if she's allowed to do it though in the tournament though. That's the thing. If she can do it in the tournament, absolutely, I am all for that. Like if she
Yeah,
goes back to
anything's
Miyagi-Do during,
possible.
if she's able to go back to Miyagi-Do, she's able to go back to Miyagi-Do. I am all for that. I will gladly choose. Say, okay, she and Sam are winning this together. Like I will gladly do that. But it's just right now. As a character, I will root for Tori, but right now, I can't necessarily root for her while she's in Cobra Kai.
I would say Thursday, October 24th is when we get the trailer. Oh, damn.
I'd say I'd say maybe Tuesday.
Yeah,
Maybe two
interesting.
maybe that Tuesday?
One of those days.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
and I
yeah,
did
it's just
see
I
you
can't I
on.
yeah, I just I wanna.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we know the full rules, so she could switch back.
Yeah, she
Oh, it's
could. I mean, you're absolutely right.
yeah.
It's
Anything's
possible.
possible.
I just don't know. I don't know. I just like right now I can't, like I want to root for her, but I can't while she's in Cobra Kai. So it's like like as a character I'll always root for her, but I will root for Tori because I do love her.
Yeah.
But I can't, like as far as winning the Sekai Tekai, I can't win for I can't root for her on that one because if she wins, Cobra Kai wins. Or Kreese's Cobra Kai and Kim's Cobra Kai, Master Kim's Cobra Kai wins. So it's like I can't.
Oh,
You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying, underground?
I do. Yeah, I do. And 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 I did way that you in Cobra Kai Nation's a sh- a sh- a live
Yeah, yeah.
a I was just messing around with you.
I know, I know,
When I said that
I
wasn't
know,
me.
I know. Just we have so many people that make up fake accounts, so you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Um, call me crazy, but I'm still rooting for Tori.
That's cool. That's cool. Like I said, I
Yeah,
still love her character, so and if they have her switch back to, yeah, yeah, I'm rooting for Robbie and Sam too. And like I said, if they have her switching back to Miyagi-Do, um,
Sam has a
well,
80% chance of winning just because she could lose or can't lose. I don't know what he's saying
but yeah,
exactly.
like I said, I'm rooting for Robbie and Sam to win. But like I said, Tori's my I still love Tori. So if they have her if they have her switch back to Miyagi-Do, then I will gladly say, okay, she and Sam are winning this together.
Yeah.
Just like Robbie and Miguel are winning this together. Like I will gladly say that. I'll
Oh,
say it out loud.
could lose. Okay.
I feel like Tori's win is gonna get is gonna be more impactful. I don't think a trophy is as impactful as and has a and has a bigger meaning, deeper meaning that it should, considering the life she has right now. You know?
Yeah. I hope Robbie wins though. So, so, uh, so do I.
Yeah. And I want Tori to get a win where she regains her family. That's what I want. Because right now she
Yeah.
feels like she lost her family, but I want her to get a win where she regains her family in the LaRussos.
Yeah.
And I don't see that happening with the trophy. I see that
Yeah.
as she needs a more personal win. She needs a more impactful win.
And where the hell is her brother at?
That's a theory I have. What if um what if the reason she's in Barcelona is because her aunt has custody of her brother?
Oh, damn. Um,
Temporary custody.
yeah, that will absolutely piss Tori off because Tori hates her aunt. I don't blame her though.
Yeah, I don't blame her either. But this is where the LaRussos can come in because they could help get her brother back. And that could help make her see that she does have and with if Sam gives her and if Sam gives her the all of the winnings that come with winning the Sekai Tech guy, you know, the sponsorships and the money for college, and if the LaRussos help get her little brother back, there's her win right there. You know,
Yeah,
and like and they allow her to stay with them, there's her win right there. Like I said, that's
yeah,
her best win, where she realizes she has a family in the LaRusso. She didn't lose her family.
yeah. Maybe that can be her victory
Exactly.
in
It's
life. Yeah,
It's like the chosen one always it's like Jacob the chosen one always says, "You're not defined by a trophy." Some wins for certain characters, like especially Miguel, like your win goes way beyond. You are past the point of a tournament win. You're past the point of a trophy.
Where is the brother mystery question of the series?
Yeah.
Exactly. W- when was the last time we saw him? So in the show.
Season 3. Season 3.
Oh damn! Has it been that long? Wow!
Season 3, episode 2.
Wow! Yeah, man, it has been that long. Holy wow! Um, I got a message from Joe saying
Oh,
he
yeah, I did too.
yeah, he's gonna join soon.
So
So
you talked about hockey, you talked about Tori, who else, what are your theories on about the other characters?
um um hold on. I hope so.
I hope so too. I will yeah, I don't see him joining a dojo, but I do
Yeah,
hope he returns.
yeah. One one of my uh hopes was that Kenny joins the Sakai Taikai.
Yeah, but we all know that's happening.
Yeah. Um. 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 As for Daniel, what I want him to do, in the series f- finale, wa- I hope and theorize that once the tournament is all set and done, um, all of the LaRussos, uh, Johnny's family, um, have 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 a victory dinner, right? And then
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen.
yeah, and then Daniel makes a toast to everyone, saying how proud they are and happy um that they are in his life, and he makes one more toast to Mr. Miyagi.
Mhm.
If he does that, if he does that, man, um, I am going to be emotional as hell. No lie. That's
Yeah,
what I
me
want
too.
Daniel to do.
Although, you know what I want from Johnny, this season? Sorry, Underground. I just wanna
That's
point
cool.
this out. You know what I want from Johnny this season is for him to finally acknowledge that Mr. Miyagi saved his life. For him to actually just express gratitude for that. I'm sorry, but Johnny really he really annoyed me when he got into that argument with Daniel. Daniel shouldn't have hit him,
Yeah,
but Johnny was asking for it. It's so funny. He's like he has no and like he's one to talk. He's
yeah,
like he is one to call anyone a liar and a thief.
Yeah,
I want Johnny to finally just like acknowledge and actually be thankful and grateful that Mr. Miyagi saved his life.
yeah.
C- I
When
mean,
he
'cause
said
he
that,
owes Mr.
that
Miyagi a lot.
that pissed Daniel off.
Yeah, but rightfully so.
Yeah,
I mean, he was wrong to hit him. Daniel was wrong to hit him, but Johnny was asking for it in that moment. And uh, like I said, Daniel should not have hit him, but Johnny, you can't say Johnny didn't deserve it
no, he did.
in that
He
moment.
did.
Um, but that's what I want from Johnny this season. I want him to finally acknowledge that Mr. Miyagi, he owes Mr. Miyagi a lot because if he hadn't, he could have just walked away. Miyagi could have just walked away, especially when Kreese told him to. He could have just looked away. He could have just got in his car and drove off with Daniel and drove, but he didn't. He
Yeah,
stepped forward and he told Kreese to let Johnny go. And when he didn't, he actually made Kreese let Johnny go. And that's why Kreese got bloody hands.
yeah, huh?
So
Eh,
that's what I want from Johnny. I want him to finally acknowledge Mr. Miyagi for saving his life because if he didn't do that, guess what? There wouldn't be any Cobra Kai. Johnny wouldn't have the family that that he's always dreamt of having. He wouldn't have a son. He wouldn't have his sons, two of both of
Yeah,
them. He wouldn't have his future daughter. Miyagi gave, you know what, he as upset as Johnny is at Mr. Miyagi, what Mr. Miyagi did to him, like like beating him up, which
right.
he was at even then he was asking for it because like he was like gang assaulting Daniel, so at that moment. So um he Mr. Miyagi gave him a second chance.
Yeah, he did.
And
Um,
it just would be nice if he acknowledged that
oh,
instead of just acknowledging all the times he kicked his butt.
yeah, and I am glad that you brought this up, but and I and I think that Johnny already did acknowledge Mr. Miyagi when um in season 4 or 5, um I think one of those 2 seasons
I don't
when
think so. I've never ever heard Johnny even mention Mr. Miyagi saving him.
no r- remember when uh Johnny was painting Mr. Miyagi's house, and then Johnny wait, and then Daniel
Oh yeah,
was
Daniel. Yeah, Daniel had said to Mr. Miyagi that Daniel had said to Johnny that Miyagi Do Karate saved your life, and that wasn't the first time.
yeah,
But it's like
that's what I
Daniel's
was talking
acknowledging
about.
it. But it's like Daniel's acknowledging it. Why Johnny has never once ever acknowledged it. Johnny just didn't argue back, but like Daniel acknowledged it, not Johnny. Like I mean, like he silently agreed, but like
Yeah,
Johnny needs to finally acknowledge it. I want that's something he needs to do. He needs to finally acknowledge that Mr. Miyagi saved his life and be grateful for it.
yeah, yeah. I think he did, but didn't actually say it. You get what I mean?
He just didn't argue. That's not that he just didn't argue. That's not exactly an acknowledgement. He just didn't argue.
Oh,
It's funny, he has no problems mentioning about all the times Mr. Miyagi kicked his butt, but why doesn't he ever mention about Mr. Miyagi saving his life?
yeah, I get it.
It's funny, he'll call out Mr. Miyagi for being a liar and a thief and all these bad things and all these things that he deems are bad about Mr. Miyagi and kicking his butt and beating him up, assaulting him, but he's never once acknowledged. He has no problem acknowledging that, but yet when it comes to he has no problem acknowledging the good that Mr. Miyagi did for him.
Yeah, I think he will say something about the acknowledgement in part 3, the uh finale, or or somewhere in part 2. But that's what I think.
Yeah, just I'm thinking part three. I'm thinking part three because that would be the perfect ending. Like that
Yeah,
would be the perfect way to end to end off his series. Just say thank you. Is that so hard? Like go to like going it like him just going to miss him going to Mr. Miyagi's grave and saying thank you. You never said thank you to him when he was alive. So
yeah, true.
if anything, he's actually responsible for the rivalry that happened between him and Mr. Miyagi and Kreese. Because he didn't tell Kreese the whole story about why Mr. Miyagi so quote unquote jumped him and his friends.
Oh yeah, he really didn't. I just picked up on that just now. He
No.
really didn't.
Yeah. So I mean, and Kreese just took Johnny's word for it. Stupidly.
Yeah,
But it's like
yeah,
he
yeah.
so we all admit Kreese is a bad guy in his own right.
True.
I have a feeling he and Mr. Miyagi would have had problems no matter what. But like, come on, he's kind of responsible for that.
Yeah, yeah. I 100%
Because
agree with you.
because
Yeah.
I guarantee you that Johnny, just like he did with Miguel in season 1, only told his side that made him Johnny look like the victim, and that Daniel was the one that that was um that was being the bully or being the
Um.
aggressor or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
or the attacker or whatever. Which anyone who's seen the Karate Kid movies knows that's not true.
Exactly. Um. Um. I have a question. Well, for you, Melissa, and
Yep.
for the chat. Um.
Okay.
Um. What do you want to happen most that you haven't thought of before, and what don't you want to happen? That
What what do I want to happen?
yeah.
Um I want Daniel to find like to regain his balance again. He lost his, he feels like he's lost his balance in part one because of everything, because of everything that's going on with Mr. Miyagi
Right.
and all these things. And I want him to regain his balance. I mean, I want him to like we're gonna go deeper and deeper into into Mr. Miyagi's past, but I want him because it's gonna affect. He needs to get his head in the game because now they're at the Sekai Tekai.
Johnny was the person who made Kreese less evil because Kreese really cared about him. So when he like killed Johnny in that scene in season 6, I think Kreese is gonna be too far gone.
Maybe yes, maybe no, but I think that Tori's gonna be like take over where Johnny left off with Kreese. Like I think Tori is in what Silver would call Kreese's new weakness. Like she's what Johnny was to Kreese. But yeah, I want Daniel to regain his balance. He to regain his focus because his head needs to be in the game now that now that they're in the Sekai Tekai, they need him back, and they need him focused. They need both
Yeah,
him and Johnny focused. I also want to see some more, and I also kind of want to see. I actually kind of want to see maybe Johnny helping Daniel find regain his balance again. Like
I think he
maybe there's
is,
something Johnny can. Maybe there's
to
something
be
Johnny can
honest.
do. Yeah, that Johnny can do or say that will help Daniel just like focus again, like just remind him of who Mr. Miyagi was. And maybe that's where Johnny finally acknowledges Mr. Miyagi saving his life. Like I
Yeah,
would be fine. I would be cool with that. I would be great with that. It's like, listen, man, I know what I said to you. Like, I know what I said to you before about Mr. Miyagi being a liar and a thief, but it's like let's not forget he was a good man. The man say who saved people's lives, including mine. Like if he does that, he does that like that'll that'll bring me to tears.
yeah.
But I mean, could you picture Johnny saying something like that? And Daniel like looking surprised, saying like, that's the first time I've ever heard you ever acknowledge out loud that Mr. Miyagi's saving your life. And Johnny even sounding grateful when he said it.
Oh, um, yeah. Actually, I can because w- um, the old Johnny would never do that.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
this new Johnny, uh, the mature Johnny would. So that's why I say yes, he
Yeah.
would say that.
Yeah. And for me, I also want to see more fatherly moments between Miguel and Johnny.
Yeah,
I mean, and also too with Robbie, like all three of them, but like I want there to be a moment.
didn't it? Johnny helped
Yeah,
Daniel
yes, he did.
regain his balance one time when he was spiraling down when his wife took the kid. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Um, I mean, actually, I want like I said, I want to see father son moments between Robbie and between all three of them, Robbie, Miguel, and Johnny. But I want there to be like a moment where and the chosen and shout out to the chosen one. Shout out to Jacob for the chosen one for bringing this up. I too also want there to be a moment where just Miguel feel like Miguel's in a situation where he feels like he can't win no matter what, and for Johnny and Robbie to be there, but where Johnny actually says to him, "It's like you got this, son. No matter what happens at this tournament, you got you've already won. You've already won. You've already won, son."
If he said that, oh my god, I I will be a emotional wreck. I think Johnny could
Exactly. Me
fight.
too. Like
Yeah.
that's oh god, I hope not. We've already seen enough of those two fighting. Oh, we've already seen enough. I don't want Johnny and Daniel to fight each other.
Hold on.
Like,
Is this the hold on? Is this uh Jedi Joey?
can you check?
Hold on. Yeah. Uh, Joe. Uh, can you write something in the chat? Um, please. Uh, just to make sure, please, because I don't want silver in the
You
thing.
have him wait, do you have him wrenched? Wait, do you have him moderated? You
Yeah.
have him moderated, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, so write something in the regular chat and
Yeah. Hold on. Um. Oh. Um. I messaged him in the IG uh chat
okay.
just now.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it's him. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
that
Joe.
dark
I
Trojan,
just
I
had
agree. Yeah, that's the hey.
yo, Joe.
Hey, hey, sorry about that, guys. Restream wasn't gonna let me wasn't letting me type in the regular chat, so I sent one in the private chat just because
Oh,
I figured you guys would know.
That's cool.
okay.
Yeah,
I just had
Wait,
to be sure. I I just had to be sure.
yeah.
no, no, I understand. I mean, he can pop up at any moment, so I definitely know what you're talking about. Although he didn't come into our stream earlier today, so that's good.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Oh yeah, what you guys had is Dark Chosen before yeah, I
Oh,
agree. The only rematch I see Johnny and Daniel having is a friendly one at the end of the series. So
Yeah,
I 100% agree with you on that. Like I want that to happen.
I
Uh,
definitely agree. I think
a
that's
friendly one,
yeah. I
not
think just
one
for
where they're
fun. I
really
think
going at it.
no, I
So
think it
what'd
would
you
just
guys
be a
think
Rocky
about
montage.
So, yeah. So, what did you guys talk about?
Oh, we were just doing
Yeah.
we were watching
So, what did you
Superman and
guys
Lois.
talk
I was
about in the stream earlier?
Oh yeah,
we didn't really talk about much in there. We were really just focused on Superman and Lois because that's what we were
yeah.
watching. Mostly.
Oh,
I've been at the movies all day because I went to go see Christopher Reeve Superman documentary. Sorry, words are hard for me right now. And then I just got done watching Terrifier 3 just now. So even though I know
oh
Underground's
yeah.
not a
Because I
fan
tried
of,
to call you.
Hell no.
yeah, I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, I tried to call you.
Yeah, I saw you had called and I was unable to answer my phone, but I'm here
Yeah,
now.
no, no, that's cool. I figured something was. Yeah, no, no, no. I
Yeah,
figured something important was going on, so
yeah,
that was
yeah,
Did
fine.
absolutely.
did you enjoy Terrifier? The Walking Dead is asking you.
I did enjoy it, but of course, as always, I had a few problems with, especially since this isn't my main favorite franchise. So honestly, horror movies to me are like hit or miss. Like I like them, and then I like certain things about them, but then there's some things I'm like, do I really like this? It's kind of hit or miss in regards to certain things. But I would say I liked it.
Um, yeah,
I think it
I
was a
wouldn't
weird
say Robbie
experience.
was necessarily.
Oh, what did they say about Robbie?
Yeah, no, no. He says, I want to know why Robbie is is still so hot headed towards Miguel because when Miguel said he needed he said he needed this for college. It's something in season 6. Robbie acted like he said he didn't need it. He didn't need one. I don't think really Robbie was being hot headed. I just think that he was post. I think that he was just telling Miguel like, listen, this this in tournament this tournament means a lot to me too. Like, you're not the only one that needs to win. So it was like I think like he was just he was telling Robbie's like your worries aren't the only ones that isn't the only one that matters. I need this too. Which
His
I mean,
yeah.
I think was pretty both reasonable. I think they both were kind of like just like reasonable at that point. The pressure was getting to them, but they both reacted reasonably.
Absolutely.
Do you think Terrifier 3 is better than Deadpool and Wolverine? Well, I haven't seen Terrifier 3 and I don't want to.
If that question's for me, I since I've seen it, I would say no. They're both rated R for different reasons, but Deadpool and Wolverine is just a better movie. It just has better things to like about it.
Yeah.
Like like to me, if we're gonna bring the Terrifier thing into it, but it is the spooky time of the year where people like spooky things, and that's
Nope,
perfectly
I'll
fine.
pass.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone enjoys that, but the whole thing, I think that with those things that people need to understand is some people, they like spooky things. To me, I used to work at Valley Ski. I used to have fun, scaring people's fun and all those fun things. But I think the
Uh,
biggest thing, I think the
I'm gonna
biggest thing,
just
the,
uh
the biggest thing I would say
That's
is
cool.
I'd say the biggest thing you can say in terms of that sort of situation is how do I put this? Well, this is the biggest thing you could really do. Yeah, the biggest thing that you can really do in that situation is like sometimes if you do horror movie stuff, I feel like if there's too much blood and it's unnecessarily and it just doesn't and the story doesn't flow as well, then like what are you even watching?
just
Yeah, it's just a weird one. I enjoyed it though. I mean, it's not. I'll say this: the Chosen might disagree with me, but it's probably not getting close to my top three movies for the year. That much I will say, because to me, mo- film was subjective for different people, and for me, it just didn't. I didn't find it like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, blows my mind, crazy stuff like that. It's kind of like, okay, it's all right, it's interesting, but it was a weird experience for me because I just went through so much emotions today when watching my shows, and then also that documentary tore me up,
Oh, damn.
which I'll get to in a minute. Just getting something at the store real quick.
Terrifier 3 is better than Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't care what anyone's. I disagree on The Walking Dead fanatic. Even though I haven't seen Terrifier 3 and I don't want to, but Deadpool and Wolverine is the best movie and also a good one.
He's arguing with you, Joe.
Who's arguing?
I
Uh,
think Dark Chosen.
What is he saying?
He said, okay, no.
oh, um, you're, you're talking about this, and that's when Chosen replied to
I mean,
this. Yeah.
it's just different people have different interests, so that can lead to
No,
different
yeah,
places.
absolutely, absolutely. I was kidding. I was
Oh
kidding
yeah,
when I said
Oh,
oh
that.
yeah. Although I do,
I
not to
was
get
just
on
making a
off
joke.
topic, but I did want to tell you guys something pretty awesome. I was telling Underground one thing I was thinking about earlier. I've been watching a lot of Chosen One
What?
videos lately, and it gave me some really good ideas for some theory videos.
okay. Let's hear it.
So,
Yeah,
so one
yeah.
one
What?
thing I was telling Underground earlier is, so if you go back to season 4 of Cobra Kai, there was so much hype
Right?
on at the beginning of the season. Chris worked so hard to get Silver on his team. You know, like they kept talking about in the
Yeah.
marketing for the season. They're not the only ones that are teaming up, and they just kept building it. But when you look back at season 4, because he betrayed him, we didn't really get to see that partnership like really happen, other than them teaching students at the dojo.
Right.
So
Yeah.
before they have their big fight against each other, wouldn't it be awesome to see them team up one last time, since they're both probably presumably going to die?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what I was
I just don't
thinking
know how
about,
that's gonna
was, and actually, Chosen One. I'm going to credit Chosen One because he said this in his video about them, because their duel would be emotional. Chosen One thinks that he could see them turning on Master Kim,
Yeah,
like, like fighting him,
yeah,
with them teaming up
let
Yeah,
that
against.
be the
maybe.
case.
Yeah, yeah, like
But and
yeah,
that's actually not my
I
biggest
could see it.
theory.
I would love that. I would love to
Yeah,
see a team fight.
I think it would be great to see them fight. I mean, imagine them like getting
I would
ready
love
and like, and just
yeah,
remember,
like
just imagine Chris said something to Silver, and he's like, "Hey, you ready? Party time one last time," and then they just go for it. That'd be so cool. And the
yeah.
other thing,
I
the
could
other thing I
yeah.
saw,
I mean, I could see
I saw Children One say that I want to say is like, and I don't know if you guys agree, even though we did see him the most evil we saw him in part one. I will say this: I think Kreese needs a major buff for the final part of the season. Like they need to buff him up to be a
oh
big
yeah.
enough threat,
Oh
so
yeah.
that
Yep,
they definitely need to
they
buff him.
do.
The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is I may have found a solution to make both the Robbie and the Miguel fans to the Sekai Taikai happy.
Right?
So like you know
All
how it's
right.
always been, oh, it started with Miguel, it ends with Miguel. You know, there's those fans that are gonna be hard to please, right?
Right.
Yep.
Miguel doesn't need a trophy to get a win. There's other ways to get a win.
Right.
So here's what
Yep.
I was thinking. So Robbie ultimately, yes, he takes the trophy. But here's what happens. Robbie, as everyone wants to see the two athletes fight, think of Robbie and Quan like Anakin and Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. Two fierce competitors going at each other. Not necessarily they have the same relationship because Quan's just the villain to Robbie. They're not brothers, but just in the sense of like you look at how much choreography was put into those fights, right? You're seeing that here. You're seeing
Right.
these two champions going at it, going hard. Robbie ultimately gets the win, but it's tough for him, and he gets majorly hurt by Quan. But instead of getting actual healing or someone or sitting out of the fight, he fights through the pain and he
Right.
wins. But when it comes time to when it comes time for someone having to face off against Axel, Robbie and Miguel technically get the win together. But here's how it works. Robbie gets the trophy, but Miguel has the last fight in the tournament, and it's Miguel versus Axel. And Axel is like we've heard he's so tall and so fierce, right? So remember when
Yep.
in season 3 when we're getting the Miguel coma scene
Yeah.
where,
Right.
where he's having his dream
Oh
fight?
yeah, I remember that.
Imagine him landing that crazy kick on someone that high because it'd be the only way to bring him down. So this fight
Oh
would be
yeah,
what
that would be
this
cool.
fight would be like a last man standing situation where so say Robbie and Quan is points and it's awesome. It's still for points and it's awesome. No worries. But for Miguel and Axel, make it last man standing.
Yes, I remember that.
Mm,
Uh, uh,
So you get
Yeah,
so
that
you
would
get
be
Miguel.
cool. That would be
So you get
so freaking awesome.
so I'm gonna
yeah,
do a
I
video about that
remember
tonight
that
because I think it's
dream that
great.
Miguel had.
Yeah, like just imagine like this Axel's
Yeah.
like, and so this is
Also,
more like
Jedi
if you
Joe.
guys, yeah, go ahead, Melissa. I'm listening.
Also, Jedi Joe. Yeah. Do you also have a theory video on how both Sam and Tori could win?
I
Now that
do
you've
sort of
established
have a
Miguel
way.
and Robbie.
Yeah, because the last thing I was gonna say in in my Miguel and Robbie situation was that even though Robbie gets the trophy, Robbie will call Miguel to come up there with him, and they'll share the trophy because he'll come up there and say, "Hey, you helped me. We're gonna share this. This is our glory together." And Sam and Tori,
Yep.
I do have a theory that they could do something similar. So maybe one of them gets knocked out. So one of my theories is, and I know Darth Chosen isn't gonna like this because I know he loves Tori, but because of where she is at in terms of everything that's going on with her mom, I think Tori will also feel similar to how Robbie's feeling. I think she'll feel balanced a little bit, and where she'll feel off balance when she meets a competitor that really. So we'll use Zara for instance, right? Zara
Yeah.
really ruffles her
Yep.
feathers, but it's really hard for her to like handle her because Tori normally is used to fighting. Tori can handle strong opponents, but Tori's not the strongest version of herself right now because she doesn't
No.
have everything figured out. She's just lashing out in rage because that's what she thinks. She's in Cobra Kai. That's what she thinks she needs right now. But then Sam is there to help because Sam's going to be the thing that brings it all together. And I think that's no matter what anyone else says. I do think it is going to be the bonsai badass that not only helps Tori, but is going to realize what she's fighting for is not what she's fighting for. She needs to be fighting for the right thing. Because
Yeah,
she's right now,
yeah, Joe.
Tori's fighting the dojo that Tori's in. Tori is fighting against. She needs to be fighting for,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. So if she's not fighting, it's not a win if you're fighting against. It's a win if you fight for.
Right.
Hey, Chosen, I
Okay.
see
Exactly.
you.
And I could.
I see you snuck in here, Chosen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Go
Joe.
ahead.
Joe, I have a question. I have a question, Joe, because I never asked you in the chat because it's hard to put stuff in the chat. I want to say it in the
Okay,
actual thing. Do you
go ahead.
think Terrifier 3 is better than Joker 2?
Obviously, because I think Joker 2 is one of the worst movies of the year.
Okay, that's all I need. Okay.
I mean, if we watch my video for Joker 2, I explain it perfectly. If I'm picking a movie about a clown, I'll pick Terrifier 3 easily.
Let's go, Art the Clown.
But
And
yeah,
what were you gonna say?
Joe,
What were you
what
gonna
you
say
said
on that,
about
Melissa?
Sam and
Yeah,
Tori. No, as you say, what you said about Sam and Tori, I agree 1000%. Like I think
I'm glad to hear that.
like I've been saying that too. I think like Sam Sam gets the win, but it's with Tori's help,
Yeah, absolutely,
and it's like
absolutely.
they share that win together.
And that's what's gonna make this so
They do it
beautiful. Is
that
it's
way, and like
all
I
about
said, like, and that's what I said. Like even if Sam gets the win, like she's gonna give it all to Tori.
yeah, and I think
They're
that's the
gonna
thing that's
share
so
that win,
important.
and that's what I mean when I say
See, people
like
often
Sam's gonna give
miss.
her everything.
Yeah, people often miss the mark and not realize what people are talking about in certain situations, which is so sad. They just
Exactly.
don't get it. They don't get it. Like the other day, I was
You
doing a
basically
stream, and the other day I was doing a stream, and you guys want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I was doing a stream, just playing Fortnite, just whatever, and Silver came in, and at first, instead of doing his usual charade and bullying people, he was trying to have a conversation with me before he got blocked, and we were having a conversation, he didn't come back on a new account, surprisingly, to hear the actual result of it. But his whole reason for doing what he was doing was bent on the fact that he thinks I'm a Silver hater because I said Silver wasn't in part one.
Okay, but
And
isn't it? Here's the thing. This I want to say something to Silver Guy Joe. He's
yep,
so dumb.
exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He
I
is
want to say
dumb.
something.
He is dumb. He's dumb because literally
Because
what I was trying to say before you
first of all, almost everyone in this fandom should know that Silver wasn't gonna come back in part one.
exactly, and that's what I told him before he. I was surprised with all his hundreds of accounts, he didn't come back and get the facts because when I didn't know he got blocked right away, I was talking to him and being like, "What you don't understand, Silver, is I was trying to tell my fans and everyone that are in this community, I was trying to be honest with them so they could measure their expectations properly. And so when I say he's not in part one, I'm saying that because if it went up to me, I'd want Silver as much as I could. But the whole idea is in the story, it doesn't make sense for him to be in part one. And so I was trying to tell him that, and he didn't want to listen.
By the
So
way, Joe,
it's
I want to say something. This is off topic. I've been
yeah,
thinking about it lately, and I agree with you. I do think Terrifier 2 is still the best one out of the three.
yeah, yeah. I
So
noticed a lot more of the cuts that you were talking about, Chosen.
yeah.
I will say this. I do really like the final battle. I think out of all three movies, I think the final battle is the best in the third one because
I
I
agree.
think that
I think the final
yeah,
battle in this one was
Hey,
so
Yo,
much
Tyrell.
better than
look
the
yeah.
other one.
who's here. What's up?
Hi,
Hey Tyrell.
how's everyone's
And Joe,
Yes.
how's everyone's
Yeah.
night?
Good. We're
did you
good.
did you hold on?
Oh, I'm good.
Did you
Mm.
pay attention to the lore and stuff with her dad
Oh
in the
yeah.
third one?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was very interested in like I love the backstory of that, and I'll get more into it in my review when I get off this podcast tonight because I got a lot of stuff to work on today. I got people asking me for crypto videos about crypto, and then I got people like talking to me about and Tyrell. I know I was sick the last week, but I have the scripts tonight. I'm gonna get those videos done for you. I keep trying to get them done, and I keep getting so tired or sick that I can't continue. So I keep losing my voice when I was sick. But those rankings are coming out tonight, Tyrell. I promise.
Okay, that's all right.
I, I, ha- I had them planned and I had them ready to get done the other night. And then the other night, my sore throat was acting up, and I couldn't really record a video when I couldn't speak very well. So,
Uh,
It's
but they're
understandable.
getting done tonight.
uh,
I'm really happy with the rankings, and I think you'll really like them. So,
Mhm.
you saw an example of it, so you'll be happy.
Oh yeah, just a matter of seeing it on display.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, with
But
more details.
but in regards to what you said, Jedi Joe, yeah, people often miss the mark of what I say too. Like
Yeah, they
I
don't
cannot
get
tell
it.
you how many times I've gotten my head bitten off and attacked, all because because my saying Sarah's gonna po- potentially hurt Tori and Sam, but Sam's gonna get the win against Sarah. But it's gonna be people often misunderstand. Like even though I say Sam gets the win and she gives it all to Tori, like I'm basically saying that her and Tori win together. Because
Yeah,
it's
and then
gonna
that's
be
the thing,
because of Tori that
and that's the thing that sucks so
it's
bad is
wrong.
like one of the things that I think that
hold
sucks.
on. Can I
Oh,
say
go ahead,
something real
Chosen.
quick, Joe?
Go ahead,
About this
Chosen.
whole Sam and Tori. I don't even care about the Sam and Tori thing anymore. I'm done with it. I don't care who wins. Tori wins, Sam. I don't
Yeah.
care. At least it's one of them. I just care more about the boys because
Yeah,
the boys
agreed.
is what matters the most.
Yeah.
Because we don't know who's gonna win between
Yeah.
Robbie, Miguel, and Quan. Like we don't know who's gonna win with the boys. Like
I'm.
it could
I
be
mean,
anyone.
I think the biggest thing is it's all about when you think of like the legacy and stuff. And that's the one thing I'm still mad about is I'm sure you guys covered in the beginning of this podcast that you guys still aren't happy that we have to wait till probably next week till the trailer
Yeah.
comes out.
I
But I
know.
will say this: if
Please.
we would have had, I will say this: if we would have had the trailer this week, at least if we would have got the trailer yesterday, today we would actually be having actual. Because I talked to you on the weekend, Melissa, when I was on my break at work, we were talking about how we don't know the proper story for part two. You know, we have no hints of like what is coming, and and it's just like to me, it would have been nice to at least be able to talk about, oh, okay, this looks like this could be
Yeah.
very promising, and this sounds like this is what it's going to look like. Like I feel like that would have been nice at least to have that.
No, it's not. Hi, yes. Yes, I love Terrifier 3 from the bottom of my heart, but it's not better than Deadpool 3. And I'm saying as a Terrifier fan.
And that's what I think is so funny is people once again people have to go in
Yeah.
the negativity and they can't accept that you have a different opinion. Although
Yeah.
Chosen, I know you love Terrifier 3, but I'll be real with you, Chosen. After what I went through with after what I went through with Superman and Lois today, man, and those episodes are amazing. One thing I'll tell you that's crazy though, dude. I
Yeah.
wish you gotta see this Christopher Reeves documentary, man. Like it's made by DC Studios and like hearing the stories about Christopher and what he did despite being paralyzed and all these different things. Like I don't have a really long review for it tonight because uh, I don't know if you came in when it happened, Chosen, because I started tearing up already. I forget what point during Superman and Lois what episode you came in when I was watching, but Underground will tell you at the end of episode 2 of Superman and Lois, I was bawling, but at the end of at the end of this movie, I sat there in the theater alone, cried for probably 3 or 4 minutes, just completely mind blown and just like,
Joe, I have a
wow.
question. I have a
Yeah.
question. Since you've seen Terrifier 3, what is the best kill in the movie?
Um, I would probably say the best kill from memory of recently seeing it. I would probably have to say it's definitely the one with the chainsaw in the shower is pretty good. I guess I would say that's pretty good because I'd say the most disgusting kill is obviously the one at the end of the movie the with Sienna's sister, right?
Yeah, you know,
Or
for me personally, you see the photo I have right now, Joe, the photo of Art the Clown.
yeah.
So there's these two workers, if you remember in the movie,
Oh yeah,
and
that one was pretty brutal too. Yeah, I remember
that's
that.
my favorite one. That's
Those
my
two.
favorite one. People don't talk about that much. That much.
No, I agree.
It's
I liked that one. I just was so mind blown by the chainsaw one because of the fact that like so many body parts that like you weren't expected to see them show were shown as they were getting sliced off. But then also the construction workers one is a good one too because that definitely.
people. I'm sorry, Joe. Since you've seen the opening of Terrifier 3, I'm sorry, but I don't get how people threw up.
I don't get it either. I feel like someone was pulling smoke and mirrors because honestly it didn't make sense to me. I was like, what? Why are people throwing up during this? It's not that bad.
Yeah,
I'm
Art's
really
face.
interested. I'm really interested to see this director's cut now because I noticed where all the cuts were. Like one of my biggest problems with this film, I'll talk about shortly in my review, is when you go from the shower kill and you don't see a certain someone getting killed that we find out is getting killed, and then all of a sudden they're at Art and Vicky are at the house. I was like, but how? Like we just like he was just there, and then all of a sudden he's here, and how did he know that they were there? You know what I mean? It just felt very convenient. So
I
to
was
me,
gonna
that was one of my
say,
biggest.
yeah, because Joe, you know another what was I gonna say? You know where Terrifier 4 is going, right?
I have a good feeling based on what the ending showed.
Yeah.
Because he was on the bus with the girl.
And she was reading the book, Joe. The book, The Nine Circle.
Yeah, she was reading. Yeah, she was reading the Ninth Circle. But which I know all about that book.
So I'm excited where this fourth one's gonna go. I'm really
Yeah,
interested.
yeah. I mean, also it makes sense where they would go because they're going with because the hint of certain someone falling through the floor kind of makes sense where they would go.
Yeah.
So that definitely doesn't surprise me that they're going there
I
because of the
have no
fact.
I I have no idea how you guys can watch those movies.
Like I said,
Listen,
underground. Some people.
Yeah,
There
but
you go ahead, chosen.
I get it.
yeah, I was gonna
Go
say,
ahead, chosen. You.
I was gonna say, like, here's the thing, underground. Between me, like, out of everyone here, I'm probably the biggest Terrifier fan out of everyone in the
Yeah.
stream.
Oh yeah, absolutely, he is.
I agree.
And Jake is another one because Jake, after he saw Terrifier 1 and 2, he was already interested by the top. So yeah, I love these movies. I will say the first one was whatever. The second one is probably my favorite one. The third one is my second favorite. So, and now maybe the fourth one will be my favorite. Who knows? Maybe the fourth one will top the second one.
I mean, it sounds like the fourth one, unless they do prequels of any sorts, it sounds like the fourth one is really going to be the end.
You know what, Joe? It kind of sounds like they're setting up the end because I can tell by the ending of Terrifier 3. They're definitely setting up the end of that.
Yeah, because I noticed. The one thing I noticed with this one towards the end of the movie is we thought like in the second movie that like even though we defeated him when he comes back in this movie, it's clear the way we defeated him. He
And Joe, I
wasn't
don't know
as
if you
strong.
noticed, Art lost his supernatural powers. You can tell he lost
Yep.
them.
Well,
So-
yeah, and they explained in the movie why that happened too.
And now he's human again. He's back to square one.
Yep.
But here's the question: will he get it back? That's the question.
I don't think so.
Like,
I mean,
it could
he
be
could
possible,
try.
Like, you know what, Joe? I think it's possible. You know why? You know, in the moment at the end of the bus where he's like so like he has his eyes closed, right, and he's on the bus, and then
Yeah.
he opens his eyes, and it seems like a new entity came to Art the Clown.
Maybe that could happen then.
Yeah, anything's possible at this point. Like,
I mean, but I just have a feeling that the next movie is definitely going to end with Sienna finally killing him for good. Like,
you know where,
'cause that's what
where I think they're
suggesting.
gonna go, Joe? You know where I think they're gonna go with the fourth one? Like, which place they're gonna go? I'm not gonna say the word on stream, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna spell it out for you, Joe. Hell.
Oh, going to hell?
Yep. I think
Okay.
Sienna and Art are gonna fight
I-
there because it makes. Yeah,
What did you put it in
it
the
makes
chat?
sense though. Here, let me see if I can put in the private chat.
Yes, you can
Oh,
put it there.
I said it.
Yeah, Underground said it, but yeah. You know, I'm just gonna say hell. They're going to hell. I'm just gonna say it. Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Because if you notice at the one scene, Joe, where Sienna's looking at this weird guy with the hammer, keeps smacking the hammer. It looks like that's where she was in that scene. So maybe Art the Clown somehow brings her there, and that's where they fight. And that's where she kills him and kills all the demons around.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that happening.
But yeah, I'm excited, and I know Vicky was possessed, but I did like Vicky's role in this one. She was really good.
Hi, sweetie. What are you watching? Oh, nice. You said Fred does?
I love Vicky's character.
Hey, you.
Vicky.
Sorry, I'm listening to. I had Underground's got a podcast right now, so I'm listening to. I have it in my ear right now. I got surprised though.
Someone said, "Okay."
Me fine. Yep. For me for right now. I'll put
Oh,
those in the fridge
guys,
so they're ready for a little bit.
uh, guys, have you seen that new Superman uh picture that came
Well, yeah,
out?
I picked this one because I saw it and it was cheaper and it was one that I figured we both would enjoy more. Figure you would like it more. So I was like, oh, she'll like this one. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Oh,
Yes,
I'm
I
on
am.
here.
I
I'm
am.
in audio mode, so you can't see me. That
Okay.
way you don't have to worry about being unseen. I was in audio mode. Because when
Yeah.
I'm out and about, audio mode doesn't happen. Audio mode doesn't. No, I took my head. I have
I am a
headphones.
horror guy, by the way. I am a horror guy.
I'm
So
connected through Bluetooth only.
All right. Hey guys,
No, what?
everyone in
No.
the live, what did you guys think of the Superman photo that came out today or recently?
with
Doesn't seem
crypto,
like
it's
I
I love it. I love how
yeah.
it looks.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say with crypto, I thought it looked really, really cool. Like I thought it looked great.
No, hey, yes, he said Terrifier 3 is not Joe's favorite movie of the year. It's not. I'm gonna just say it.
yeah. I'm gonna do a video on that picture on my other channel because that picture looks uh good and very detailed. Just saying. Oh, and cousin and Carol.
yeah.
I already asked Melissa this, so I am gonna ask you to this. Um, in part two, what do you guys want to happen most, and what don't you want to happen most
You
in
want to
part
go
two?
first, Taro?
I'm not sure. I obviously want to see mostly the fight scenes between certain characters. Like I want to see, of course, Sam and Tori fighting Zara and Robbie and Miguel fighting Quan. I also want to see some interactions. Like some bonds between Sam and Devin, since we already saw the
Yeah,
bond between Tori and Devin in season 5. So I kind of interested to see more of the bond between Sam and Devin this time. And
Okay.
the one thing I don't want to, I definitely do not want to see, of course, is Cobra Kai winning.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, cousin. Go ahead.
All right. So the one thing I want to see most is obviously I want to know what Silver's role gonna be. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, I know people say, "Oh, he's gonna do this," but we don't know really what he's gonna do. We never seen part 2. He could do anything, at any time. I want to see his return. I'm really excited. And what I don't want is I don't want them to rehash the same thing from the past seasons. Do something new for once.
I feel you on that.
Like that's the main thing. And like I don't know, man. I'm just worried that they're gonna do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
I agree. I definitely don't want to see
Yeah,
part 2
me
being a
too.
repeat of season 4.
Yeah, no, like especially with Johnny and Daniel. Like, no. We had enough of that.
Yeah.
I don't think I gave you I know I gave you my wants. I don't know if I gave you what I don't what my don't wants. Um what I
Yeah.
don't want
I don't think
for part
you
2
did
is
either.
yeah,
I don't think you
um
did either.
what I don't want yeah, what I don't want for part 2 is what I just said before. I don't want Johnny and Daniel going at each other going at each other. Like 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 they always do. Like
Yeah.
they need to get their heads in the game. This I don't want them to repeat what they did at the All Valley, what they did up until the finals and the All Valley, where they finally decide that moment to get their heads in the game. That I want their heads to be in the game 100% from the beginning, from beginning to end. Um, in this tournament, like I don't want them going at each other. I don't want them like arguing and over stupid petty things. Like and allowing that to let them lose their focus. I don't want that to happen. I want them to be a team.
Yeah.
I
Um
agree.
what I also what I also don't want to happen like I don't want any any more like what Devin did, like I don't want any petty cheating like from any of the Miyagi-Dos. Like I mean, unless of course if it's like what Robbie did in season 5 episode 2 where it wound up being for a good, like where he cheated but it was for a good cause. Like I just I want them to fight, like cleanly and like and fair
Yeah. I
all the way. So,
I hear
and
you.
yeah, I don't want everybody's emotions on so high, And also too, I want to add, like I am also very invested with Robbie and Miguel's with what they're gonna do with Robbie and Miguel in the second Tekken. I am so invested in that. Like
Yeah. Same here.
I get excited every time I think about it. Like what's gonna happen, like how's this I want Robbie and Miguel to that's something else too. I want that's another want. I want Robbie and Miguel to not only win it together but win it as brothers. Like
Yeah, that would be cool.
win as brothers united, brothers from other mothers.
Yeah. Um, and I am
Um.
hoping, and I'm hoping.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I want to add a big one. I want Robbie to win as Robbie Lawrence. There you go.
Yes, yes.
Have you guys seen the Dexter TV show? No,
No.
I have not.
What were you saying? Underground. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you before.
I forgot what I just said just now. What I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, must not have been important. Must not have been important.
Yeah.
But Jedi
It was.
Joey, you want to go?
Oh, you want to go? Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Um. Um. Here. All right. Here. What I was gonna say. I like.
Hey guys,
Devin. Oh.
I'm back. I'm gonna probably head out now because I gotta go. I gotta go it's getting close to the time where I gotta go to bed because I have to get up super early for work,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I also gotta go because
Okay.
I promised my fiance when I got home that that we would watch a movie together before we go to bed.
All
Okay.
right. All
So
good.
I'll catch
Okay,
you
do you
guys
want
for
to just answer
sure.
this quick question? Like, do you
Yeah,
want
did
to just
someone ask
answer this
me?
quick question?
Someone asked me a question. Yeah, I can answer it
What are
real
your
quick.
wants? Yeah, what are your wants and don't wants for part two of season 6?
Yeah.
I want a good story. I don't want I don't want it to be rushed, and I want to see real, real menacing, evil villains that even make us look like with like that's why I want the trailer so bad because I want to see a visual representation of it. I want to see I want to see us like throughout the entire show. We've had Kreese and Silver have been evil for the adults, you know, but even though Tori's done some bad things, even though Hawk's done some bad things, there's been no villains for the kids. I want the kids to be legitimately scared during this tournament. I want them to feel like that they can die. I want them to feel like that there's consequences and that if they don't survive, if they
Oh
don't
yeah,
win,
we
that
all
it
want
can
that too.
feel yeah. So that would be my best. That would be my biggest want, I would say. And then my yeah, like I said, I don't want to be rushed. If this is what you're choosing, we can watch it if you want. Okay. Well, I'm in trouble, guys. The fiance wants me to watch Morbius, so
Okay.
that
All right.
so I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll chat again, but yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it, and look forward to more stuff coming tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
All right.
Yep. Well, good night.
Bye. But yeah, that's a good that's a good point. You know, and I
Yeah.
want that
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
That
want
was
the kids to
very
have real
interesting.
fear. I want the kids to have real fear in this tournament. That's
Yep.
what, and you know what? And you know what? Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai Karate's actually said that. You know, he wants, like he says, you know, about he talks about Sam's PTSD resurfacing, and with Jedi Joey saying what he just said, I could 100% see that happening because Robbie and Sam are going to be in the position of captains, which means that they're going to see their friends and their teammates getting badly hurt, like especially Devin and Dimitri.
Yeah.
And you know what that's going to do to them. Like,
Hmm.
that's going to make them question about that's going to make them question everything about their position, everything they know about everything about karate itself. Like, and so I can 100% see Sam's PTSD resurfacing
Yeah. Another
again.
thing I'd like to add is that if Mr. Miyagi were still alive, he would be livid at Daniel for letting his students compete at the Saikai Taikai.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
He would have never wanted them to compete. Never.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
if
because he was
it's true that
against
he fought.
tournaments.
If it's really true that he fought at the
Yeah,
Saikai
he was
Taikai.
against tournaments. Like, he would have been on board with them stopping if that's what it took to stop Silver. You know, just like he was on board if that's what when that's what it took to stop Kreese, and then Kreese and Silver and Mike Barnes, but he wouldn't have been on board with this. Um, he wouldn't have been on board with this with the at least not in part one. You know, like at least not in the beginning of part one. I mean, honestly, I think he just would have told Daniel to pull out of the tournament.
Yeah.
Like,
But if you would have found out that Cobra Kai is
but
still out
if
there,
he would have known that Kreese and Kim, yeah, he would have supported it then.
they would have no choice.
But in part one, which is
Yo.
why I think, which if
Absolutely
Mr.
not.
Miyagi were alive, they would have found a way to for them to know that Cobra Kai was back or not gone.
Do you guys think we will find out if Homeless Lynn is Betsy in part 2?
She's not Betsy. She's
Absolutely
not
not.
Betsy.
No.
Yeah. No,
What
she's
the
not
hell?
Betsy.
I I swear, I've heard this question every season.
Uh-huh.
I've heard this question every
Yeah.
season. Oh, and
She's not Betsy. Homeless Lynn is not Betsy. Betsy's gone.
yeah, and I wanted to say something about Devin. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Devin's character, but
What?
she didn't have to do Kenny dirty like that.
Well, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
they
I
did
don't
it
like
for
what she
plot
did. I don't
reasons.
respect her for it. I mean, I still love her as a character.
Yeah.
I still love her as a character, but I don't respect what she did.
Whoa, we got some
I don't respect her
leaks.
for it.
What do you mean?
Got some
About
leaks.
what?
What?
Let's send it to the group chat. Oh my, this is actually true. This is actually real, by the way. I don't know. Finally, we got a video of stuff that actually proves this is leaks. I thought it was just fake for a second. Okay, hold on, let me see this.
What
About
about
what?
Cobra Kai?
Yeah, but yeah.
I'll send it. I'll send it to you guys. This is actually. Oh my god!
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, damn, Chosen, you're scaring me now. Like,
Are you sure these are true?
Yeah, there's actually a video of this. Let me save this real quick. There's actually a video. Hold on. There's actually a video because I got worried. I thought it was just like text bubble thing, but there's actually a video of this. Hold on.
oh, oh, um,
Hold on. Give me one sec. I gotta get these videos real quick. It's gonna take a
do
while.
you want to put it up on the live or?
No, I'll send it on Instagram because I know my laptop's gonna be slow. Hold on.
Okay.
One sec. Seems like Tori and Zara might get into a beef. From what I'm seeing from this video, there's gonna be Tori and Zara beef.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys might be right.
But is this at the
Hold on. All right. Okay. The video's saved. Okay. What is this? All right. Let me save this video. All right. Where's the last one? Because I know there was another one. All right. The Kenny one. Let me save this. Okay. So Kenny does pull up the middle finger at someone. Who is it at though? Is it
Oh,
Silver?
damn.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at
Wouldn't be
this video
surprised.
closely.
I'm
Maybe
thinking
it
it's
is
Silver.
Silver. Because they're hiding him. They're hiding Silver, so they're not showing him in this video.
I'm
So maybe
thinking it's Silver.
let me send all
Definitely.
these videos to you guys. Hold on. You gotta thank me for all these videos, by the way. I'm just gonna let you guys know. All right.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Hold on. Sending some.
Thank you, Dark Chosen.
Of course. It's gonna take a while.
Thanks for sending them.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. What are you guys talking about? While I was doing my own thing.
But I mean, honestly, that's not shocking because we all knew that Sarah and Tori were going to have beef with each other.
Yeah.
It seems like you know what. From what I'm hearing from this video, it seems like Zara is saying something to Tori. She gets mad at her, and then Sensei Kim comes in. Like Sensei Kim runs into the whole beef, and she's like enough, and then she tells Zara to go away, and then she tells Tori that you need to focus. So maybe Sensei Kim might actually.
Sounds a little controversial that she would stand up for
I
Tori.
didn't expect Sensei Kim to say you need to focus. Hold on, did the video send? Okay, the video is sent. Okay, you guys can go check it
Oh,
out.
okay. All right. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me listen to this real quick. All right. Enough.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic.
It seems like I don't know what she's saying here. Okay. Give me that.
That's what it sounds like to me.
She's like, "Give me that." Okay, so what is Zara trying to get from Tori? Because she said, "Give me that." All right, let me look at this last one with Kenny. I want to look at this one again.
Whoa, wait, hold on. We're not gonna look. We're not. Let's not reveal. Let's not say with this anything that's on the video. For anyone that
I
doesn't
mean,
want to
it's
see
already out
spoilers.
there. You guys probably in the chat. You guys probably seen it online. It's out there now. Hold on. It seems like Johnny is cheering. What the heck?
Oh, damn.
I had a feeling I had a feeling that that's what he was doing. Like, remember I said that as like, I think he's giving him the finger. I think
Yeah.
he's giving the finger.
It looks like it, though. It looks like it.
Hey, finally, we get something that's actually shown. Like for once, we get something that's actually shown.
Yeah.
In the
But
video.
nobody thought that was true. That could be true.
I think it is true because this seems like a real video, and like there actually is footage here that
Is this
shows
something
that.
but
It's from Cobra Kai Dark, but he's actually showing a video for once. Finally, Cobra Kai Dark. You show some footage for once. Like
listen, this just
usually,
actually raises my hype. This actually raises my hype for part 2.
Yeah,
especially with
me
This
too.
actually really raises my hype.
you know what? I'm excited for the Tori and Zara beef. I'm really interested to see where that's gonna go because
Yeah, me too.
Pretty sure Zal.
I think though too. I think that Zara's going to seriously injure Tori in that tournament.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another,
wow.
another thing I was gonna
think-
talk. Another thing I was gonna say about Tori and Zara is that
What?
another thing I was gonna say about Tori and Zara about their beef is like I really think that Zara's gonna find ways to get under Tori's skin because like just looking at Tori, she gets set off pretty easily by what anyone says or does.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be one of the reasons. It's probably going to lead to Zara injuring Tori because like she might say something that will catch Tori off balance, and she could use that as a loophole to take Tori down.
yeah. Yo, Kenny looks so excited, bro.
He really does.
Yeah.
I love how Robbie and Miguel are like happy.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah, I did.
And
That was
even
awesome.
Johnny's like, even
But what were you
Johnny's
saying?
like,
Oh,
hold
Huh?
on.
oh, yeah, Johnny was like so super happy. What were you saying, Tyrell? I mean, from my end, you were breaking up
Or you mean
about
about
Zara.
Well, I was saying that I believe that one of the reasons why Tori is going to get injured by Zara is because Zara finds a way to get under her skin and says something that will catch Tori off her game, and that's what leads to her injuring
Yeah.
Tori. Because like it's a lot easier to get under Tori's skin than it is to get under Sam's skin.
That is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like for Tori, I don't think she's
Yep.
even in the right mindset to advance all the way to the finals. Because like with where she is now, I don't think it's even possible. Because the one who's the most balanced, I think, is going to be the one who comes out on top.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I'm actually kind of worried for Sam. Like, I know people say she's focused, she's balanced, but like that could change midway in the tournament. I'm gonna just say it right now.
It could, but when she sees Tori get injured, she's going to be fighting for. I stand by this. I truly believe Sam is going to be fighting for and not against. Like when she
And
sees
this goes
Tori
for
get
and people who are saying,
injured,
"Oh,
she's going to be fighting for Tori. She's going
here's
to be
the
fighting
thing," and
for Tori.
I know someone in the chat is gonna come out to me and say, "Oh, you just think because you're a Sam hater." No, I'm Sam because you guys don't understand. This is not
No,
the all valid.
not.
Sam could get injured.
Right.
I'm saying there's a possibility out there that Sam could get injured. She's not. I don't. I swear, if Sam doesn't get hurt at least once, then I find it unbelievable that this tournament is like no.
No, I do
Well,
believe
The captain.
I actually do believe she could get. I actually do believe. I don't think you're Sam. I don't think you're Sam hater. I don't think that at all. You're entitled to your
But
opinion.
here's the thing.
You are
Here's the
entitled.
thing.
But
I
I
feel like
do
people are
think that
forgetting.
I do think Sam will get injured. But I do think that just like her father, she'll fight through it.
Yep.
I do think
Here's
that
the
just
thing
like
people
her
are forgetting.
father,
Hold
she'll
on. I'm
fight
trying to
through
say
it.
something real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to say
I
something. I was
try
trying to
talking.
say, here's the thing. People are forgetting. Sam is a captain too. Like, if she's a captain, then that's gonna be a big problem for her because the other captains are gonna be like, oh, look at this bonsai badass. Maybe we should go after her. She's like a real threat to us. So I'm just saying, like, the
Oh,
bonsai badass are there. Be careful.
that is possible though. I
Mhm.
mean,
Like, I'm just saying, like, and this
Yeah.
goes for Robbie too, who is actually my favorite character. Robbie could get hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Robbie. Right,
Even
absolutely.
even Miguel can get
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
Like,
Right. And what I want to see and what I want to see from all three of these characters is them they're going to get hurt, but they're going to fight through this pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
this
Sam's
is
going to
I'm
fight
gonna
through
say
the
right
pain
now.
just like her dad did. Robbie and Miguel are going to fight through their pain just like they, just like Miguel, like when Miguel learned to stand and walk, he fought through the pain. Like he was legitimately on death's door and then paralyzed and he fought through it. So, and same goes with Robbie, like they're going to fight, they're going to get injured, but they're going to they better fight. They're going to fight through the pain. They're going to keep going.
Yep. And that's what
Like,
that's
I'm
that's
gonna say this
how
for all. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm gonna say for all. No one's safe for this tournament, and that concludes the main four, because Miguel. Listen, Miguel. I love Miguel. Like, I'm saying this for all. Like, yeah, I'm more of a Robbie fan, but I'm also a Miguel fan too. Like, I love Miguel. Tori, she's always been one of my favorites now. Like, since season 4 or the end of season 4. Sam lost interest, but maybe part 2 will change that. Who knows? I don't know. Sam, just please give me interest of your character again, because ever since season 4, you just made my interest go down. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, Sam. Just come on. Like, you're like the only character in the show. Yeah. All right. That's all I gotta say. Sam
I
lost.
think that I honestly think that they will, because if you notice that, I think that they will, because if you notice, Sam and Robbie too, in a lot of ways, were the only ones that weren't given arcs out of the
Here's
teams,
the thing. I don't have a
out
problem
of
with
out of the
Robbie. Like,
four main.
Robbie, I don't have a problem with Robbie. Robbie has always been my favorite. Even though he hasn't had an arc in part 1, he's still my favorite. It's just Sam. Sam is the only one that I lost interest. Robbie, he's still my
Right,
favorite.
and that's what
It's
I
just
think,
Sam.
and that's why I think that in part 2 she will get an arc,
I
and
hope
that's
so. I
why.
just,
So
I don't know. I need part 2 to prove it to me, because right now I'm just no.
that's cool. I get it. I understand it. I totally get it.
Like, I don't know
I
what the
totally
writers have
understand, because
against Sam. Like,
there were seasons
listen,
where there were
I love the writers.
seasons. Listen to me. Listen to me. There were seasons that, believe it or not, Sam wasn't my favorite character. But it's like I love both her. I mean I'm a Miguel fan. Like I'm a Miguel fan more than I'm a Robbie fan. And even I hope that Robbie like really goes above and beyond in this tournament. And I love both Sam and Tori too. Like
I was just trying
I
to
love
say
both of
though.
them.
I was trying to say, I don't know what the writers have against Sam's character. Like, writers, what do you have against Sam's character? Do you want me to hate her character a lot? Like, do you want me to really hate her character? Because I feel that's what the writers are trying to do to me. Which I'm not trying to hate Sam. Even
No,
Tori. Like,
no, I don't think that that's the case. I think that they're just like with them, they're very smart when it comes to this. Like I think they're just waiting for the right moment to make
well,
to
it's
make
here's the problem with
certain
them. Here's the
characters
problem though.
shine.
Here's the problem. I get they're trying to make us wait, but it's kind of too late for that. It's been 2 seasons. She still
No,
hasn't
I think that
really.
I think that they're just waiting for the right moment to make certain characters shine.
I
Like
get that, but
just
for me
when you think
personally, like
that
my opinion personally, I don't. I think it's too late for Sam to. I don't know. It's too late for me. Like in my opinion, it's
I
just too late.
don't, I don't,
If they could have
I
done,
don't. I
why
think
couldn't
she's
they just
gonna.
done it in season 5? Like it just doesn't make sense to be like. Wait, what is saying in the chat? Wait, oh,
Because a
Sam's
lot
getting
is
injured. Sam's getting. Yeah, Sam's gonna get injured. Yeah.
But she's gonna fight through it.
like I said, I think that they wait. They have so many characters that there are certain characters that they want to have a certain kind of win, and so that means that until that season comes for them to get that certain win, they have to they have to push certain characters back a little bit while bringing other characters forward. But so Sam was one of those certain characters that I feel like they felt like they had to push back a little bit so that she can get her shine in part 2. That's what and that's why they were able to, and like they gave Tori like an amazing story, like, but and like so they Tori was getting more popular, so she had more story to tell, so that's why they pushed Tori forward by pushing Sam back a little bit. But
Totally.
I guarantee Sam is going to get her shine.
I
Sam is
wanted to
going They
say
didn't give
something.
her all for a reason.
I want to say something real
They
quick
didn't,
because since you mentioned Tori getting the shine, W writers for giving Tori the shine. Finally, about the time. You finally give Tori the shine. She deserves it, okay? I did not like her in season 3. You finally made me finally made me like her character again. Because, like, yeah, I liked her in season 2. I will admit it right now. Season 2, she was okay. But, like, now, I'm like, okay. Now I have respect for Tori. She's actually my top 5 now. Like, she's in my top 5. Like, she's with Miguel. Wait, who did I say? Miguel, Robbie, Johnny, and Silver. Yeah, she's like right there. So, thank you, writers.
but yeah, so like for me, like if you notice after season 3, they kind of or maybe more in season 5 with Robbie, but with Sam and Robbie they kind of pushed them back a little bit. um uh, and I think the reason for that is so that they're going to get their shine in part 2,
Wait, wait,
and
Who
that's
did
the
you say
right
they
time
pushed
and
back?
place.
Wait, who did you say
What
they pushed back? Who did you say they pushed back
I
again?
said
I didn't hear.
I I said I think the reason that they pushed Sam and Robbie Robbie a little bit
I don't
in
think Robbie
season
got pushed back. Actually, I was trying to say like,
well no
here's the thing about Robbie. Here's the thing
I'm
about
talking about
Robbie.
in
Hold
season
on.
5. I'm talking about in wait, I'm talking
Hey,
about in season 5 and part 1,
Mr. Stern.
and
Not season. Wait,
in
hold
part
on.
1.
Where are you getting the season 5 from? I don't know where you're getting the season 5 from because I don't see that in
No,
season
I'm
5.
just
Maybe
talking
I'm not
about like
watching.
I'm just talking about in terms of like just like arcs, like they didn't
Well, he had
have
a great
like
arc in season
that
5.
that, that
Wait, hold on.
I mean, I don't
He
have a
had a
problem
great
with
arc in
Robbie's
season
arc. I
5.
think Robbie's I don't have a problem with Robbie's arc. I think Robbie's arc was fantastic. But I'm just saying, like, compared to the other arcs, it wasn't that like really
So
that
you're saying
that
him not
big.
realizing that in season 5 that he literally apologized to Miguel after what he did in season 2 wasn't really great because that
I know.
was one of my favorite parts of season 5.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make a point here
I
that
agree with no. Here's the thing, Melissa. I agree with
it
part 1. I actually agree with part 1. I agree with part 1, 100%. Like
right.
that, I
That's what
agree
I'm
with.
saying. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm just trying to make a point here that yeah, Robbie's arc. I mean, Robbie's arc was fantastic. Like I agree. I absolutely agree. But I'm just saying, like compared to the other arcs, like Daniel's and Johnny's like and Tori's, like theirs were the bigger arcs. Like theirs were the main arcs. That's what I'm talking about. when I say he got pushed back just a little bit, I'm not saying anything bad against Robbie's character, not at all, not at
I'm not.
all.
You're
I
not saying
think he
anything
had
bad. I just don't. Here's the thing.
okay.
I'm not saying
I'm
you don't
just
like
saying, like,
Robbie.
I think Robbie's and Miguel's arcs were completely the best. Were the best in season 5, absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, there were other arcs, there were other characters and story arcs that were just bigger. That's all. But like, back to what I'm saying is that I think Sam and Robbie's, in terms of arcs, got pushed back a little bit, so that in part 2, so that in when it was the right time and place, which I believe will be in part 2, they can get their shine. They can get their they can get the focus that they need, and that they need and that they need in season 6. Doesn't mean their arcs will be over when after part 2 ends, but they'll get they'll get the focus that they need in a more positive light. That's what I'm saying. Like, they will be like one of the characters that have the real that have the bit that have the biggest arc, like the big arcs. I'm not saying that they'll be the only 2 characters that have big arcs. I'm just saying they'll be one of the characters. They'll be one of the characters that have the big arcs. Not, like, not 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 major, not major or small or whatever. Just they'll have, like, they'll be one of the characters that have the big main arcs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Tori will face Zara in the semifinals.
Yep.
I can see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we will see Tori and Zara fight, of course.
Yep.
You know,
And I think that she'll fight, and I think it'll be the semis where where she and Tori face each other. And that's
what was
probably
my
where Zara will be the one where Zara will severely injure Tori.
yeah. What was my original prediction months ago, even way before part 1. So I'm sure all of us know, all of us thought that Tori was never gonna rejoin Cobra Kai, right?
Yeah.
But I had
Yeah,
this prediction. I
we
had
were
this
wrong
original
about
prediction.
that.
I had this prediction like months
Yeah.
ago that Tori will get injured in the semis, but like instead of like someone like Silver carrying out that order, it would be Sensei Kim who orders her female students to put Tori out of commission. That's what I
Oh
thought.
yeah, I made that theory. I made that theory video. I made that. I made. I'm not. No, I made not video, but I made a
Yeah.
theory about that, about Tori getting severely injured.
So it kind of makes me think that regardless of what dojo Tori is in, whether that's Miyagi-Do or Cobra Kai, I feel like she would still be in danger.
Yeah.
Because like all of them are going to be in danger, but like out of all the 4, I'd say Tori is probably is in the most danger.
Yeah. Because if that's Silver's Iron Dragons, Tori's definitely in danger.
Yeah.
Because Kreese has a bone to pick with both Tori and Kreese, and that's a good way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because if he hurts Tori, he hurts Kreese.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Anything to add, Darth Chosen? Anything to add?
You there?
You there? Hello?
Uh, um, oh damn, I don't know if he's
What happened?
there anymore. I think he's.
What happened?
I don't know.
His mic is now muted.
What happened? Dark Chosen, you there?
Yo,
Did he leave?
Maybe he went off to do something real quick. Who knows?
I hope he wasn't upset with what I said. I hope he wasn't upset with what I said about Robbie. Like I said, I genuinely loved Robbie's arc in season 5. I genuinely did. I was just saying that as like, you guys get what I was saying, right?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think I was
I
here
do.
for the whole time because I also ran off and did something. Like, what did you say, Melissa?
I had said that I think that Robbie and Sam are going to have one of the big, like, or both of them are going to have the biggest arcs in part, in part 2. Like, not the they're not going to be the only ones that have the biggest arcs, but they're going to be like up, they're going to be up there with the characters that have the biggest arcs.
Yeah.
Because it feels like in part, like, for Robbie more so in in season 5, but with like with Sam, I was saying that they kind of pushed her character back a little bit
Yeah.
After season 3, because there are so many characters in the show now at this point that they can't give all the focus that they need, that they need on all the characters that they would like to give focus to. So they have to decide which season is the best season for a certain character to receive the focus that they want
Yeah, that
them to
makes sense.
have. So like, that's why in season 4 and 5, Sam kind of like took a step back while Tori got the shine, like with, and they were able to focus on Tori and moving her story forward. And with Robbie, I said not in a bad way. I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I said like Robbie compared to the other arcs that the other characters had, like Daniel and Tori and Miguel's, Johnny's and Chosen's and Silver's. His arc kind of got like pushed back just a little bit, just a
Mhm.
little bit.
Yeah,
Like, I loved his arc. I loved his arc in season 5, but he kind of like got pushed back just a smidge, like where his arc wasn't like that big, that big in season 5 compared to the others. And just like and along with Sam in part 1, he didn't get an arc either. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sam had Sam had displayed tremendous growth and maturity. Like,
Mhm.
that was amazing. But neither one of them received like any arcs at all in part 1.
No.
And that's where I think that part 2 will be the part where they get their arcs.
Mhm.
Because I think the writers were waiting for they kind of like shifted the focus from Sam and Robbie in terms of arcs, so that in the
oh,
right time and
Chosen,
place
really?
What is it?
they could give them their arcs in part 2.
Yeah.
What happened? So they
Oh,
could give them
wow,
their shine in
Chosen.
part 2. What happened?
Mm.
Oh,
Are you?
that's all I was saying. That's it. That's all I was saying.
Hold on.
Huh?
Here, here.
No, I wasn't. But that's not. I wasn't. Like I said, I loved Robbie's arc in part 2. That's not really what I was saying. Oh Lord. See, this is what I'm talking about where this is where I'm talking about
Yeah,
where my words kind of get just
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you,
I
Melissa.
wasn't saying anything bad about I wasn't saying anything bad. I just meant that compared to the other arcs, his arc wasn't that, like he didn't have a big arc in part 5 and season 5 compared to the other ones. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all I was saying. I loved Robbie's arc in part 5. I mean season 5. I loved it. That's not what I was saying. I wasn't disrespecting Robbie's character. I love Robbie's character. That's not what I was just saying is that I was just saying that they're setting Robbie up to have a really big arc in part 2. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, this was what I was afraid of, and I didn't want drama to happen.
I didn't want it to happen either. I'm sorry, Underground. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Yeah, yeah. No worries. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just um 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 putting out your opinion and and what you thought.
I mean, Terrell, did I say something wrong? I mean,
No, because like here's the thing, like between like there's a huge difference between you and some of those other fans. Like they tend to look at things from just from what they want from the characters, but you on the other hand, you look at things from a story's perspective.
Yeah,
thank you. I mean, in Dark Chosen again, I wasn't saying anything disrespectful about Robbie. I love Robbie as a character. I love his character. I love his growth. I love all of his arcs. Everything that he went through. All I was saying was that I think they're setting. I think that part 2 has him set up for something. Has him set up for his the biggest arc he's ever had.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying.
yeah. Yeah, this is
I didn't mean
what
to
I
upset
didn't
you,
want
and I
happening.
apologize. I didn't mean to upset you, and I apologize. I
Oh,
I
hey, uh, I'm not upset.
yeah, no, I was talking to I mean, I hope you and Tyrell aren't upset, but I was talking to
No,
Dark Chosen.
it's
No,
okay.
we're
I
not.
didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to upset you, Dark Chosen, and I'm really sorry.
Um,
No, I see what you're saying.
oh, Terrell, uh, um, about the logo, uh, what do you think about the logo?
Oh, I think it looks cool because
Yeah.
I mean, although I don't care too much about the upcoming Karate Kid movie, I think it looks nice.
Yeah, and I was telling Melissa that I hope they change the plot.
Yeah, I really hope they change it. Yes.
because
I
like
mean, Karate Kid Legends, it fits. It fits because Ralph and Jackie are legends.
Yeah, true.
But I really hope they change the plot.
yeah, because like they mentioned, like they revealed that the plot is canon to the Cobra Kai and Karate Kid movies, which
That
is
plot better change because if that is true, and I know it, and it is true, but if they go in there with a story like with the kid teaching a pizza parlor guy karate, oh god. The Miyagi verse
Yeah, that
is
means
in
bad
huge
writing.
trouble.
yeah.
Yeah, that means bad writing. I mean, the
I mean, I wouldn't have so much of a
casting is
problem with
good,
it.
but
Yeah, the casting is great. I wouldn't
yeah,
have so much of a problem with it if it didn't sound so cheesy, so
yeah,
cringy.
yeah, like it is. Yeah, like it is now. Oh, and Sony is yeah. Yeah, it's done by Sony
Mhm.
too. So
But yeah, before I get into anything else, I gotta head out now because I'm getting pretty sleepy.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I actually have to start heading out too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
be
actually have
out
to
as
start heading
well.
out too. But this was a good stream, underground. I'm gonna try to message Dart Chosen
Yeah, me too.
on Instagram. You know, like I said, I feel bad. I hurt his feelings. I didn't mean to. It
Yeah,
it's just I was
you
just
didn't do
losing my
anything
thoughts.
wrong from what I heard.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next Thursday on Joe's stream.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Everyone have a great night. All
All
right.
You
right.
too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right.